Lopez, and this is your channeled message for March 28th through April 4th. If you're new to my channel, welcome. All right, let's see what they have. I hear the frequency of fun, laughter, changes, optimism, and clearing. So whatever was in your path that you felt was blocking you is being cleared. I feel like there's going to be a lot of new things like popping up. Think of that game Guacamole, I think it's called, or Whack-A-Mole, thank you. And it's like that, but these are going to be like fun, like, oh look, we can do this, or now there's this or this, and so lots of new fun changes and things to do. I do see too, for a lot of you, they're saying, you know, that you can get up now. A lot of you have been on your knees praying, and it's like they're helping you up, and they're thanking you for your prayers, and they're saying it's time for you to relax and kind of take in everything that's coming in around you and with you, to love you back, to bring the calm energies to you. They thank you for the prayers, but they ask you that you please not make work out of the prayers, because we simply have to ask, and ask, know, and receive. All right. For some of you, I see there's a short trip, or maybe a week-long trip that a lot of you are planning. I feel a lot of excitement with that too. Like, you know, I feel like it's an adventure kind of thing, whether it's a Disneyland or something like that, but it feels fun. I feel they're showing me that a lot of you, it's like that you're noticing, I'm just going in circles. Like, I just started here, and look, I'm right back where I was. It's not like you're trying to climb any mountain or anything, but I feel like what you're getting is that some of the things you've been doing, saying, thinking have been redundant, because they're not making any changes for you. And and like I said, it's not like you want changes, but you also don't want to go in circles accomplishing nothing. And so you're just waking up to some patterns that you use. And they said some of these things of you going in circles is just because you want to check out, and you don't want to be responsible, and you don't want to pay up, and you don't want to be noticed or have to be noticed. And none of that is derogatory, even though it sounds like it could be derogatory, but it's just the truth for you. You know, and I gotta say, with love, some of you, they're showing me like alligator or alligator skin, and they said it's like you have a tough hide and you can take a lot, but you're avoiding life, and you recognize you're avoiding life, and you do want to participate. You do want to be a part of making changes in your life and having growth and opportunities. You do want that. And so all of a sudden now you're going to start reaching out and saying, sure, I'd like that. Can you help me? That would be nice. You know, or, you know, I'm sorry I did that. I should have told you how I felt. You know, you're going to open up and share and do some shifting, because that's what you want, because you are in a space of being lifted up, So growth is coming in, and it feels, thank you, nice click, and growth is coming in for you. Yeah, for a lot of you, I see like fairies and angel wings, so there's a lot of lightness. The fairies bring in a lot of light energy. You also notice plants quite a bit, sunshine, you know, just really kind of brighten up and bring nature in. So you're kind of rising up out of, not so much a cocoon, but noticing everything around you in nature that is there to feed you. And this is the fairy kingdom that's coming in to do this upliftment and this magical, mystical kind of lightness for you. Dream states are going to are swirling and changing, so you're going to have a lot of very interesting dream states. This again is part of being fed energetically by the beauty that is always and has always been around you. So let me see what else. For some of you, you are testing whether or not the foundation or the structures you've built to support you in life are solid, or will sustain you, or are going to hold up. And For some of you, it's almost like I see you testing to, like, you would imagine, say there's a brick wall and you carve out and you take one brick out. It's like, is the rest of the wall going to fall down? Well, maybe I'll take another one out. Will it fall down? So some of you are testing the system, and right now there are financial issues going on. I'm doing this in March 14th, I think is today, but it's for this week coming up, these weeks coming up. And so I feel like it is testing the systems you have in place in the structure, and is it going to hold up, whether it's investments, banks, resources, whatever. You're testing that, not just to see if it's going to hold up for yourself. For some of you, I feel that some of you have been getting headaches, and it's like they're saying, I want to take my head, I want to crack it open, and I just want to birth out this new. It's very interesting because when I crack it open, there's an egg in there, but it's the golden goose egg. You know, it is. So there is, there are some ideas and opportunities to allow your thought patterns and your way of thinking to really be a resource. So really go forward with this. Don't fight yourself, because that's the headache. It wants to come out. It wants to be shared. So get to it and do it, because you have what it takes. You are very strong physically as well. So this is not just mental astuteness. This is also physical astuteness. Yeah. Okay, so they're talking also about a lot of people procrastinating. So this is a time, a week of recognizing areas in your life where you have been procrastinating and not getting to it and not doing what it is that you know that you can do and how to do. And it's a time for showing up. It's a time for having light on your face to allow yourself to shine in the spotlight. And it's a time to get ready for some really good work. You know, like, you already have the tools. You are the tool. You are the tool. You know, sometimes we never know what it is we know how to do. Like they say, you write yourself a resume, you know, of yourself, and all of a sudden you realize, oh wow, you know, I do know a lot of stuff, or I have done a lot of stuff. And it's not so much what you've done, it's what you've intuited, what you've incorporated, and what you live by, and it becomes just a roadmap for success. So lots of good support, lots of lifting up. It's almost as if you're in a parade and they're lifting you up and showing you off to the world, because they're showing this as like a new year, happy new year, baby, sort of, you know. So this is going to be a happy new year for many of you, of celebration and newness, and you being celebrated by others recognizing that, you know, you're bringing in all this newness and this new opportunity, new ways of growing, learning, being. All right, let's see here. It's cute because they said, I don't believe a lot of things I see. So some of you are always, they're not saying always, okay, let me change that, but it's like you're looking behind the veil to see, is there something else back there? Is there something I'm not seeing? Excuse me. Is this an illusion? And they're saying that what you're going to realize is when you put your hand through that veil, you're going to grab something that's going to feel very real to you. So when we, as a medium, we work with the other side of life, we talk about the veil and the veil thinning, the veil being very thin. And there, it's not like it's a place, it's an energy, it's a vibration, it's a frequency. It is just a different vibration and a different frequency that you can learn to attune to, but it's as real as this third dimensional self seems to be. The composition is different, but as you attune and attune to those energies, the tangibility and the realness of it is more solid than this third dimensional space. All right. Now, why would that be important? Think of it this way: trust. All right. We always hear that, trust, or you just have to hope. You will not go beyond trust and beyond hope, and you will be into a state of knowing. You know, because you have communication. You have a relationship. You know, there's many talk always of, you know, have a personal relationship with God or your creator. You know, well, yes, establish that creation, that relationship, and you do that by conversation, by talking, trusting, intuiting, paying attention. So, yeah. All right, let's see here. What do they have else for the whole week? I hear it's like an assemblage of change. It's like all of a sudden everything's on the conveyor belt and all the pieces and parts are being put together and everything's being assembled for all this change that's coming in. And it feels, it's, a conveyor belt, there's either the old way where, people would put things together one by one, or a conveyor belt where the system is set up that it just goes through and happens. And this is how it is. The system is already set up for this to come around and happen for you. All right, so good stuff. All right, let's see here. I've already shuffled these. Let's see. Peace. I am unwavering in the face of fear. I come to my senses and embrace challenge. I am determined to think with gentleness and calm. I find inner silence and become a manifestation of peace. There you go. Beautiful. All right. Thank you all so very much.